Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes and welcome to a discussion on a great technique builder exercise for the saxophone. I'll be demonstrating everything today on my B-flat tenor saxophone, but this exercise should be applied to all of the saxophone family that you may own and play, be that soprano, alto, tenor or baritone. The aim of the exercise is to play at 120 beats a minute as quavers, so half beat notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that speed, the 5 primary scales that we strike in music. Now those scales are major, minor, augmented, diminished and chromatic. There are a whole raft of other scales with all fancy names and fingerings, but if you can play a major, minor, augmented and diminished scale as well as the chromatic scale, it'll really build your technique on the saxophone and you'll have enough skill to get yourself out of trouble regardless of where the chord structure might be heading in the background of the melody that you're playing. So the order I want to play these scales is major, minor, augmented, diminished and then finish on the chromatic scale. Now today we're going to start on the first letter of the music alphabet, the note A. I'll be playing it as A on the B-flat tenor saxophone, but if you're going to play this on the alto saxophone, I also want you to start on the note A. So you won't be able to play along with me in tune, in unison, on the E-flat saxophones, because I want you to start on the note A and build your technique from the first note in the musical alphabet. Let me just play the scales for you as I want you to play them in the exercise. So we'll put the metronome on. I recommend you have a metronome. Okay, so remember major, minor, augmented, diminished and chromatic. 1, 2, 3. There are a number of alternate minor scales that we could have played in this exercise. However, I want you to focus on the foundation minor scale, which is the natural minor. That in the key of A simply means you play a C major scale from A through to A with no sharps and flats throughout. It's the easiest of all the minor scales. Now for the exercise, I also want you to tongue every note like I did in the sample I played before. Just tongue every note, set your metronome at 120 beats a minute and play every note as quavers. So the metronome is clicking away the crotchets, the whole beats, the 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and throughout. You can put the metronome slower if you need to. You can put it faster if you want to build your speed technique. But by combining those 5 primary scales in music, all within an octave and all starting on the first note in music, when you can get to the point where you can play along with me without a mistake, with no need for music in front of you to reference what the notes are, you've come a good way forward in building solid technique on your saxophone. From there, it's a matter of extending the range of the scales, looking at the different articulations, slurring, tonguing, slurring, combining them, and also then moving on, starting on B-flat and doing exactly the same range of scales, then B, then C, going up the chromatic scale, changing key through the 12 possible starting notes that we can apply to this exercise. I really hope this challenges you, that you put some time and effort in to master those 5 scales, and that you can get to the point of playing them as I've played them for you here at 120 beats a minute, played as quavers. Bye for now.